Our top story now, a five-judge bench of the Supreme Court led by the Chief Justice is set to start hearing today on a set of petitions seeking legal recognition of same-sex marriage and other rights available to married couples. The government said that these issues cannot be decided by the Supreme Court and that the bench must consider the issue of maintainability of the case as the preliminary issue. There are 20 petitions scheduled for hearing before the Supreme Court, along with several intervention pleas by various people, organizations and government entities. The petitions listed for now have been filed by same-sex couples seeking validation and legal recognition of their relationship, or activists seeking to protect the right to equality, privacy and dignity. Let's now take a look at the heat wave conditions which are prevailing in many parts of the country and in the Gangetic West Bengal, in isolated pockets over sub-Himalayan West Bengal, Sikkim, Punjab, Bihar, North Haryana, Chandigarh, even coastal Andhra Pradesh. Daytime temperatures of 40 degrees have been recorded for several consecutive days in these regions, about 5 degrees above the seasonal average. So heat wave conditions in several parts of the country, and the Met Department also warning of the heat wave. In fact, the hottest cities are Prayagraj, Bari in UP, Baripada in Odisha, Jhansi in UP, Daltonganj in Jharkhand and Gaya in Bihar. In Maharashtra as well, the mercury has shot up and 40 plus is being recorded in Solapur, Beed, Malegaon, Sangli, while in Jalgaon 42.4 degrees has been recorded. Even in the northeast, heat wave in parts of the northeast, Tripura has shut schools as mercury soars to 39 degrees. In fact, Agartala recording 38.9 degrees. And even in the national capital region, the mercury soaring to 40 degrees, 4 degrees above normal is being reported in Delhi. And in Bengal, the heat wave has led to the shutting down of schools and colleges due to heat. And Kolkata has been recording 40 degrees, Asansol 43 degrees and Bankura 44 degrees, which is 6 degrees above normal. On to political news now, and amid the ongoing political restlessness in the Mahavikas Aghadi, Congress General Secretary K.C. Venugopal called on Shiv Sena UBT President and ex-Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray at his home Matoshri. Now, the meeting is being seen as an icebreaker after the parties shared differences over V.D. Savarkar issue and also an extension of Gandhi's efforts of uniting the opposition against the BJP government ahead of the 2024 polls.
Entire opposition party एक ही साथ लड़ना चाहते हैं. This is what the general consensus. There may be differences within political parties. We have our own ideology. Shiv Sena have their own ideology. NCP has their own ideology. Like all political parties have their own ideology, but the country is facing bigger issues. This type of atmosphere we never witness in this country. So there is a need of entire opportunity. We have discussed all these issues and we are all in agreement that we have to go together to fight against these forces.
हम जब दोस्ती निभाते हैं तो सिर्फ दोस्ती नहीं रहती, एक रिश्ता होता है जो हमने 25-30 साल बीजेपी के साथ निभाया था. दुर्भाग्य की बात है कि वो उनको समझ में नहीं आई बात कि मित्र कौन है और विरोधी कौन है. ठीक है, वो उनका नसीब, लेकिन हम आगे जाकर अपने देश में जो प्रजातंत्र है उसकी लड़ाई लड़ने के लिए हम साथ में रहेंगे. और मुझे पक्का भरोसा है कि अब देश में हर नागरिक के मन में एक सवाल उठा है, प्रश्न उठा है और वो सब लोग हमें साथ देंगे.
Now, BJP MP Varun Gandhi, during a Jan Samvad program in UP's Pilibhit, raised the issue of corruption and criticized state leaders. But in comments that have raised eyebrows, the Pilibhit MP said leaders who do not have the auqat to even carry his slippers earlier are travelling in a convoy of 5 vehicles. He went on to say he never had land dealings in the area or a big home.
बाकी जो हमारे पहले चप्पल उठाने की औकात नहीं रखते थे, वो तो आज 5-5 गाड़ियों के काफिले में चल रहे हैं, है कि नहीं? जो पहले इतने औकात, जो हमसे कहते थे, अरे भैया भैया हमको एक बार मौका दे दो भैया, है ना? हमारे सामने बोलने की औकात नहीं रखते थे। आज सब पीलीभीत के आधा शहर घेर लिया सब लोगों ने। क्या हम सही कह रहे हैं, गलत कह रहे हैं?
Now, battleground Karnataka and Karnataka Congress President D.K. Shivkumar filed his nomination from the Kanakpura constituency for the state assembly polls yesterday and said that the party will surpass 150 seats in the assembly. Before filing his nomination, the state Congress President held a roadshow. And earlier in the day, Mr. Shivkumar had welcomed former BJP leader and 6-time MLA Jagdish Shettar into the Congress and claimed that more MLAs wanted to join the party, but the Congress did not have political space.
Karnataka Congress President D.K. Shivkumar, Karnataka's richest politician and the man hoping to be Karnataka's next Chief Minister, pulled out all the stops for his nomination today in Kanakpura, about 70 km from Bengaluru. Thousands of supporters, over 100 cars were part of his roadshow today as he declared assets of rupees 1,214.94 crore rupees. For DKS, as he is known, it's a 24/7 job. This morning, a huge morale booster for the party with an ex-BJP minister, 7-time MLA and Lingayat leader Jagdish Shettar joining the Congress. The congressman for all seasons has done it all, from spending 52 days in jail to being the party's main fundraiser in Karnataka. He swarmed with ticket requests and more.
They are misusing those agencies. Even the agency, I don't want to name any one of them. They also admit that yes, we have to work against our conscience, but we have to go ahead with our bosses. So they are doing their job without the, not as per the law. They're just harassing.
Correct.
They're taking a political call. It will be very unfair on them also in the future.
The 7-time legislator is an MLA from Kanakpura, a constituency that was once a JDS bastion. He defeated H.D. Kumaraswamy from here in 1999. And now, after 7 consecutive wins, he's thrown an open challenge to the ruling BJP to defeat him after the Saffron Party has pitted a formidable candidate, R. Ashoka, a 6-time MLA and a Lingayat leader, against him. Belonging to the land-tilling Vokaliga community, DK is reaching out to other communities too. En route to Kanakpura, he calls up a Lingayat seer to seek blessings.
Appaji, Sharan Appaji. ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಜಗದೀಶ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟರ್ ಅವರು ನಾ ಪಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಕನಕಪುರ ನಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ
In his words, he claims he is every Lingayat's son.
ನಾನು ಕನಕಪುರ.
Right now, for DKS, his car of refurbished Endeavour is virtually his home till the 10th of May. Meals are grabbed on the move.
Oh, it is not my diet. Whatever my wife cooks and gives to me, she is my dietist. Whatever she gives to me, I eat. That's all.
After a quick power nap, he makes a pit stop at the entry point of Kanakpura constituency, where his supporters celebrate his entry by bursting crackers in full filmy style. He hops onto a bullet motorcycle and rites to Kinkarama temple. A deity traditionally worshipped by DK Shivkumar's family. However, while challenge number 1 is winning the Karnataka election, desperately needed for any hopes of a larger Congress revival, for DK Shivkumar, the larger battle also lies within, with nemesis Siddaramaiah, a battle he is keenly aware of.
Karnataka is set for a big fight. One of that constituencies is Kanakpura, where we reported from. In fact, we showed you where Mr. DK Shivkumar filed his nomination. Tremendous response on ground. The poll pulse here on ground also says it's once again going to be Mr. DK Shivkumar. In fact, speaking to him, exclusive conversations with Mr. DK Shivkumar. Whether that is Lingayats or Vokaligas, caste doesn't matter here. It's about an individual, and DK Shivkumar has given an open challenge to the BJP, who thinks they have fielded a formidable candidate who's R. Ashoka for a big fight right here in Kanakpura constituency. In Kanakpura, with Kumar Shrija for NDTV.
Now, news of the Congress in Rajasthan, and as the Congress gears up for elections in the state, organizing one-to-one with MLAs and state leadership, Rajasthan Congress leader Sachin Pilot, who is locked in a power tussle with Chief Minister and party colleague Ashok Gehlot, is conspicuously absent as he's on a solo outreach program. But sources close to Mr. Pilot say that not too much should be read into this, as his program was planned before the party scheduled the meetings.
Sachin Pilot's public outreach. On the other hand, the Congress in Rajasthan getting down to brass tacks. Pilot's peeve. It's been a week and the Gehlot government has not acted on charges of corruption he raised after a much publicized sit-in.
But we got votes because we asked for probe on the issue that Vasundhara Ji's government had done at that time. So that's what's important, to stand firm with what we had said earlier.
One question that everyone's asking, is your path going to diverge from the Congress in any way? There are up to 7
For the last 23 years, I have campaigned in every corner of this country for the Congress party. And whenever the Congress needs a very strong voice to oppose and defeat the BJP, I have been in the forefront. I have campaigned earlier, I am campaigning now for the party, I'll campaign in the future also.
But the state Congress is avoiding a confrontation with Sachin Pilot, asking its MLAs instead to focus on social welfare schemes of the Gehlot government to beat anti-incumbency, and most importantly, it told MLAs not to be distracted by trivia in the news. For now, it appears the party is rallying behind Ashok Gehlot.
राजस्थान में जो परंपरा रही है, किसी भी पार्टी की सरकार रही हो, जब सरकार रहती है तो चेहरा ऑटोमेटिकली जो मुखिया होता है वही होता है.
Pilot is proceeding with caution, saying there's no question of him leaving the Congress. But that didn't stop MLAs from his camp from taking on the Chief Minister in his presence.
भ्रष्टाचार यहाँ पे एक नौजवान के लिए राजस्थान के हिंदुस्तान के करोड़ों लोग ये भाषा नहीं सुन सकते.
The Congress in Rajasthan now faces two different political narratives. If Ashok Gehlot is focusing on social welfare, then Sachin Pilot is the crusader against corruption. And as the party goes into an election 7 months from now, it's going to be a case of who blinks first. In Shahpura and Khetri, Harsha Kumari Singh for NDTV.
As the Congress, all right, moving on to other news from the UK now, and the British Parliament's Commissioner for Standards opened an investigation into Prime Minister Rishi Sunak earlier this month. According to a list of open inquiries posted on its website on Monday, the list said the matter under investigation was a declaration of interest. The inquiry began on April 13th, and this investigation is linked to Rishi Sunak's wife's shareholding in a childcare firm, which would benefit from a government policy on funding for childcare announced in the March budget.
This time, I said this time because it's not the first time that Rishi Sunak is facing a probe, or Akshata Murthy, his wife, is facing a probe or has come under scanner. This time, it appears that there is a business interest, and Rishi Sunak's wife, Akshata Murthy, also daughter of Narayan Murthy, co-founder of Infosys, which is India's IT giant, has shares in a childcare firm in the UK called Coro Kids. Now, why is that a problem? We know that Akshata Murthy is the daughter of a billionaire and she does have business interests. So why is this a problem now? This is because, Sarah, last month when the budget was out by the Chancellor, Mr. Jeremy Hunt, he also announced a pilot scheme for childcare and childminders in the UK. The scheme overall has an intention or an objective to promote or to encourage women employees and professionals to go to work. To be able to do that, they need reliable childcare. And the childcare system in the UK has often been criticized for being extremely expensive and very few childminders available. And so this scheme was meant to incentivize or push in close to 500 billion sterling pound into supporting childcare. Now, it so happens that one of the beneficiaries, and especially 6 private companies which will benefit with regards to this particular pilot scheme, including of Coro Kids, which is part owned or rather has a stake by Akshata Murthy, and the allegation is that Rishi Sunak, as Prime Minister, whilst encouraging the scheme, did not declare that his, well, shall we say, wife's firm or the firm which his family has interests in will also benefit from this scheme. Now, number 10 says that this is not necessary and that it is a play-up by the opposition, both the Labour Party as well as some other parties, because according to them, Rishi Sunak has already in the register of ministerial declaration of interests mentioned such a thing, but this report is yet to be published.
And now some good news for Apple fans. US tech giant Apple all set to open its first retail store in Mumbai today. Apple CEO Tim Cook is in India for the opening. He arrived in Mumbai yesterday and he tweeted about the store opening and how they're excited to welcome in all the customers at the new Apple store. The second store will open in Delhi on Thursday, and my colleague Rajiv Makhni was at the Mumbai store. He got us a sneak peek.
तो ये है एप्पल का स्टोर, पहला वाला टू ओपन इन इंडिया. व्हाट्स द बिग डील? वेल, मैं नहीं बताऊंगा, गौरव बताएगा. गौरव बताओ यार, क्या व्हाट्स द बिग डील? क्यों इतनी एक्साइटमेंट है? बिग डील से पहले चलिए शुरू करते हैं. तो आइए शुरू करते हैं, चलो. Yes! 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 Hello! Yes! 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 Hello! Hello! Welcome! Welcome! Thank you! Thank you! Yes! Yes! So here it is, the first ever Apple retail store in India. Today is media preview day. Of course, it opens tomorrow, but as you can see, this is stunning. 22,000 square feet of some incredible stuff. I'm going to take you through all of it. But first, let's take a quick glance at everything that this store has to offer. I'll take you through almost everything feature by feature very soon. और जैसे कि हर एप्पल स्टोर में होता है वर्ल्ड वाइड, यहाँ पे एप्पल सेशंस होंगे, बेसिक, प्रो. यू वांट टू लर्न एनीथिंग अबाउट एप्पल, यू वांट टू टेक योर टेक्निकल प्रोएस टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल, आप यहाँ पे आइए. देयर विल बी लॉट्स ऑफ क्रिएटर्स, लॉट्स ऑफ वर्कशॉप्स हैपनिंग आउट हियर एंड इट्स ऑल फ्री. अब एक और वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग आई एम गोइंग टू शो यू इज द रूफ. सो 450,000 यानी कि 4.5 लाख इंडिविजुअल पीसेस, जैसे कि वो लेगो या जिगसॉ पजल होता है ना, उसके ट्रायंगल्स उन्होंने बनाए. ये पूरा का पूरा दिल्ली में बन के आया एंड देन ऑल द पीसेस वर पुट टुगेदर आउट हियर. अब यहाँ पे जो आप स्टोन देख रहे हैं, ये पूरे के पूरे स्टोर में एवरीवेयर दैट यू आर सीइंग दिस स्टोन, दिस आल्सो ये सोर्स हुआ है जयपुर से एंड इट्स ऑल बीन ब्रॉट इन आउट हियर. तो आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे जो हाइट है, 26 फुट हाइट है, 26 फीट आउट हियर. एंड द बेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ इट इज दैट ऑल द ग्लास जो बाहर भी लगा हुआ है एंड अदरवाइज is all one piece of glass 26 feet high. और ये जो Apple का staircase that you're seeing out here, single piece of this as it is. There are no breaks in this. Completely one piece का है ये structure. और as it is, ये पूरा का पूरा import हुआ है from Europe. So you can see this is massive right up till the top. And this, of course, you have first floor. यहाँ पे lots and lots of things happen out here. You can see all the accessories out here, everything that you want to try out. You want to come in here and try out anything that you want, spend time with it. Genius bar, help that you want out here. All of that happens here on this floor. Apple का store यहाँ पे कोई button थोड़ी हम लोग ने दबाना है. You just do this and it opens. Do this, it closes. So eventually, what is my first impression? That impression is that as you come in out here, even though ये बिल्कुल Apple का international store लगता है, everything is just like that. It's the Indianized feel from the music, the fact that, you know, this is from Delhi, that's from Jaipur. Everything else that they've done that perfect mix of Apple International coming to India.
Right, so the first Apple store all ready to open. In fact, people have been lining up since the morning, and as we said, Apple CEO Tim Cook is here, and he even tweeted saying, "Hello Mumbai, we can't wait to welcome our customers to the new Apple BKC." And he's been in Mumbai. He arrived yesterday for the big store launch, and he even tweeted pictures with, in fact, Madhuri Dixit tweeted a picture having Bada Pav with him, and he tweeted that as well. And yesterday evening, also clearly out at an event meeting with several celebrities, and today the store opening. Well, let's go across to NDTV's Sohit, who joins us from outside the store there. And Sohit, bring us all the excitement there.
Well, the excitement is that while there is more than 90 minutes for the store to open, we can see huge crowd over here. In fact, when I was speaking to people, they are standing since 8:30, 7:30 last night. And as you could see, these are obviously the Apple fans who are here, not only from Mumbai, from different places with all their Apple products which they are flashing. And you can also see the media which is present over here in huge numbers to see the first opening of the first Apple store in India. And as you could see, a huge crowd that is present already right outside the store 90 minutes before the store opens. So yes, a huge excitement if we talk on ground. In fact, I was speaking to the people who have reached over here. Gagi, he's the first one to reach. You guys came together. When did you come over here? If you could just tell our viewers what is the excitement, the first store in Mumbai, and since when have you been waiting over here in the queue?
Oh, absolutely. I've been here along with these guys since last night, 8 p.m. and we've been camping outside the Apple store for about 15 hours now. Haven't had our breakfast, haven't taken any shower, so you can see us all drenching in sweat. But yeah, we are super excited. Apple's first store in India. Of course, very, very excited. I'm getting a new Apple Watch Ultra today and looking forward to it.
So you are from Mumbai, you are not from Mumbai is what
I'm from Rajasthan, yeah.
You came from Rajasthan just for the store?
Yes, I came from Rajasthan just for the store.
So what is your expectation, the first store in India? Tim Cook will be over here. What are your expectations? What is your shopping list and how excited are you for it?
So first of all, I am really excited because I might get a chance to meet Tim Cook, and I'm certainly getting his autograph. Yeah, that's the biggest point for me. I have been using Apple products for 10 years now, and yeah, I think I'll buy something, but I'm not sure yet. Yeah, but I'm certain that I want to meet Tim Cook today.
Let me be clear. You took a flight from Rajasthan to Mumbai just for the store.
Yes, and from here
he's taking one more flight from here to Delhi to get to the opening of Saket store.
Okay, so you are going to Delhi as well. Yes. So why is this excitement? What exactly? Why is this?
See, as I've told you, I have been using Apple products for 10 years, and all of my working life and my personal life, I have known Apple and I've used Apple devices, and it has made my life so much better. So yeah, it's just justified.
So you are camping since 8:30. If he is here, he's from Mumbai and he's here at 8:30. When did you leave your house to reach for the Apple store?
I actually left in the morning. I took a flight. My flight landed at 4:35, and I've been here since 8 p.m.
So more than 24 hours, Gargi, that he is out from his house just to reach at the Apple store. You are from Mumbai. Where are you from?
I'm from Pune.
You are from Pune.
Yeah.
So from Mumbai, Rajasthan, Pune, these are the first people who will be entering the store. They came and they are camping since 8:30 last night, and this is the store which will open, and you could see heavy security over here. There has been, they are trying to give a local feel and a look to this entire store, and it will open at 11 a.m. Very interesting to see what all will happen. If I talk the revenue wise, the first store globally opened in 2001. The current global revenue is around $392 billion. And in India, Gargi, in the last 1 year, the business has grown up by 50%. So it makes sense to have your own store. First one will be in Mumbai, and then it will grow and go to other places. And if you could also see the crowd that is present over here, it's, as I said, more than 1.5 hours. But since we heard people over here that have been waiting, another gentleman has been waiting since last night 12 p.m. You can also see one of the first Apple computers that a gentleman is carrying with him. He bought it quite early. It doesn't work right now. I asked him as well, but he's still carrying it. And you are over here. Yeah. So if you could tell us how excited are you and why have you brought this over?
This just to show Apple's journey from 1984 it started. This is the first Mac SE which was launched in 1984, and I've been using Apple products since 1984. So it's been a long journey, almost 30 years now. I'm a designer myself. I used to be a print designer. Now I've moved to digital UI UX. I'm pretty excited to go inside and see the Apple store, the first of a kind in India, in Mumbai, and it is awesome. It looks iconic.
So Macintosh, this is your computer which you had in 1984. Does it still work? That is what I am interested in.
I was using it. This was 2 MB RAM, black and white monitor. From now, we have 4K, 8K resolution. We have come a long way.
So a long way, and Gagi, we could see one of the most loyal fans of Apple who has been using it since 1984.
Like my loyalty is with Apple. Apple is like a religion to me.
So what is your feeling if we talk about this entire store opening in Mumbai, second store to be opened in Delhi?
I think the second store should open in Mumbai. Mumbai is a big city. We don't need one. We need 2 stores.
But you are one of the first people to come over here. Since when are you camping over?
I've come here at 6 in the morning, 6 a.m. I've been standing. I've come from Goregaon, so I'm from Mumbai. So yeah, I would like to go and see the materials they have used inside. The staircase, I believe, is one-piece staircase which has come from Europe. You know, like, so I would like to go and see, walk on it and see how it is like.
So what we are reporting, the fans actually know, Gargi, what we have been reporting since yesterday, but they know, as you see, these are the loyal fans, and you will see a huge crowd similar to what we saw over here, people carrying their own 1984, the first computer of Apple. Since then they have been following it. We saw people coming from different places, and the crowd is growing as the time follows. As I said, it will begin at 11 a.m. This is also the week when Apple celebrates more than 25 years in India, and the craze is visible over here. Huge crowd, huge excitement, people present over here from several places. Are you excited? Where are you from? Are you from Mumbai?
I'm from Mumbai itself.
So first Apple store in India, what is the excitement till now? We have been seeing it in videos, or if you want to go, you have to go to other countries to see. First store in India.
Like whenever I was planning to visit somewhere out of India, my first preference was where are the Apple stores.
Okay.
And Apple store coming in Mumbai especially is like a dream come true, to be honest, because like since I had my first phone, I've been using Apple, and I've always had a different feeling for Apple, and I'm just really excited today.
Any shopping list that you carry with you?
Yes, t-shirts, pens, mugs, because I've seen every iJustine or like every foreign store opening videos, and I was like, oh my god, I have to come, because it's like a one-time opportunity I can get in a store opening.
Absolutely. So people here for experience, they have their own shopping list, people camping since last night, and they are coming from different cities, not only from Mumbai, from different states in fact, waiting with their 1984 Apple computer. And that is the way that Apple is opening their store in Mumbai. Huge excitement on ground. Very important to say that at 11 o'clock when Tim Cook also reaches over here, what will be the excitement then, and how exactly will be the response on the first day of Apple store in India.
All right, Sohail, thanks so much for joining us with that, and some really die-hard fans of Apple over there lined up for hours, and just shows the reason why Apple chose to open one of its iconic stores here in India, the second one opening in Delhi on Thursday. We'll slip into a short break and return with more. A 5-judge bench of the Supreme Court led by the Chief Justice is set to start hearing today on a set of petitions seeking legal recognition of same-sex marriage and other rights available to married couples. The government said that these issues cannot be decided by the Supreme Court and that the bench must consider the issue of maintainability of the case as the preliminary issue. Now, there are 20 petitions scheduled for hearing, along with several intervention pleas by various people, organizations and government entities. The petitions listed for now have been filed by same-sex couples seeking validation and legal recognition of their relationship or activists seeking to protect the right to equality, privacy and dignity. Well, let's go across to Sunil for more on this. And Sunil, today the hearings will begin, but the government first up wants the Supreme Court to discuss maintainability or look into aspects of maintainability of these petitions.
That's right, Gargi. In fact, maintainability was also the first point that was raised by the Solicitor General when he was opposing the Supreme Court to constitute constitutional bench to hear this. But the Chief Justice was adamant at that time, saying that all these matters can be discussed and deliberated by the constitutional bench about the maintainability and all other points. And it's in that backdrop that the Supreme Court is all set to hear this matter today. As you are well aware, the centre has opposed it, saying that it is the Parliament's domain, and quite clearly saying that it is against, be it Hindus or Islam. It's against those tenets, and it's in that backdrop that it's an elitist concept. So there are 2 points of view. There's of course the other, which is led by no less than Abhishek Singhvi, who in his opening remarks before the Chief Justice of India used his own quote of Oscar Wilde to say that the time has come to really help and ensure that there is a dignity and a formalization of the same-sex marriage concept. So it's in that backdrop we'll have to wait and see how things develop today, but it will be an interesting legal domain. This is a human rights issue. These are other perspectives. One, of course, arguing against the concept of marriage itself and against how it goes about, and the domain being completely the Parliament's, and it's for Parliament to decide. And the other, of course, being the Supreme Court, the right to life and right to dignity. So we'll wait and watch and see how things play out.
All right, Sunil, thanks so much for joining us with those details. Now, the opposition is raising a fresh clamour for caste census, claiming need new census for better policies. And recently, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi also spoke out on this issue. But the BJP seems keen to avoid a fresh caste census. To talk more about this, we're now joined by Manoj Kumar Jha, Rajya Sabha MP and national spokesperson of the RJD. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Now, your party has been demanding caste census since several years now, but the centre is not positive on this. Why do you think caste census is important, and will you be able to convince the centre?
I'll tell you very frankly, this demand goes back at least 15-20 years in history, and subsequently around 2011, the then UPA government committed that they'll do it. They did. But when we asked for the data, by that time BJP was in power, and they said the data got corrupted. Now, I very pertinently asked in the Parliament whether the data got corrupted or the corruption lies somewhere else. Anyway, that's a different story. Now, Nitish ji and Tejaswi ji, after Lalu ji, they took it at a very higher level. Unanimously, the Bihar Assembly passed a resolution. Everybody came to Delhi, met Honorable Prime Minister. Honorable Prime Minister listened to them, but as usual, he declined. He never agreed for caste-based census. Yesterday, Rahul ji raised this demand in Kolar. And today, leader of opposition in Rajya Sabha and Congress President Kharge ji wrote a letter to Honorable Prime Minister. I think Honorable Prime Minister and his team should address this, because this is not a political issue. This is about empowerment of people and communities on the margins. Now, look at the representation in every structure, say bureaucratic, governance structure. It's dismal participation of people, communities from the margin. That's why Bihar government is doing on its own the caste survey, and other state governments are also following. They have a huge traction for this. I think I would request Honorable Prime Minister and his team. Please agree to it. It's not a political issue. If depending on democracy the idea has to be fulfilled, you have to agree to this.
All right, sir. Your government, however, is doing a caste census in Bihar, and Rahul Gandhi has demanded for caste census and criticized the Modi government. So why can't Congress-ruled or opposition-ruled states go ahead with the caste census like in Bihar?
I'll request Honorable Mallikarjun Kharge ji to direct their state government. But look, the problem, we have to look at our constitutional edifice, the architecture. The architecture where is the federal structure, large number of issues are settled at the central level, at the union government level. Union government has to agree. Why are you putting roadblocks, stumbling blocks in these kind of issues where no politics is involved? If marginalized communities, OBC communities get empowered, will it harm you? No, sir. You have to agree. States would do. I'm putting that request through you. But at the same time, I would urge the center, please set aside your mindset where you only look through the prism of 5 to 7% of population. Look at the widest possible canvas, and that shall do you good.
All right. Thank you so much, Manoj Jha, for speaking to us here at NDTV.
Thank you.
Now, heatwave conditions are prevailing in many parts of the Gangetic West Bengal, isolated pockets over sub-Himalayan West Bengal and Sikkim, Punjab, Bihar, North Haryana and Chandigarh and coastal Andhra Pradesh. Daytime temperatures of 40 degrees and over 40 degrees have been recorded for several consecutive days in these regions, about 5 degrees above the seasonal average. So, heatwave conditions across many parts of the country. And the hottest cities are Prayagraj in UP, Baripada, Odisha, which is recorded 44.2 degrees, Jhansi in UP at 43.6, and Daltonganj in Jharkhand at 43.4, and Gaya in Bihar at 43 degrees. Even in the northeast, in fact, high temperatures are being recorded, and in the northeast in Tripura, the schools have also been shut. To talk more about this, we're joined by Ratnadeep. Ratnadeep, give us more details. Agartala recording 38.9 degrees.
That's right. In fact, when many parts of the country are witnessing heat waves, in the northeast, we are witnessing a very unprecedented rise in temperatures. In fact, across northeast, on an average, in the last 2 days, the temperatures have remained about 5 degrees above normal. Now, in Tripura, the state government from today has closed down all the government schools as well as government-aided schools and have requested the private schools to also do the same. This, the state government says, is a precautionary measure given the fact that for the past 3 days, there was abnormal rise in temperatures, so the government doesn't want to take any chances with the students, and therefore till 23rd of April, the schools would remain shut in Tripura. In the rest of the region, as we have pointed out in our previous broadcast as well, there have been rise in temperatures 5 to 6 degrees more than normal. In fact, in Guwahati, 7.2 degrees centigrade yesterday, which was 6 degrees above normal. In Imphal, the capital of Manipur, it was 35 degrees, but it is almost 7 degrees more than normal. So therefore, the entire northeast, and particularly even in Gangtok, Sikkim's capital, the temperature was high, and in fact, Gangtok is witnessing a heat wave type of a thing, which is very unprecedented for a state like Sikkim, and even in places like Shillong, Kohima, and places which are on the high altitude like Aizawl, Mizoram's capital, people have been complaining of experiencing more heat this time as compared to previous years. Although we did speak to some of the IMD officials, and they said that in northeast you cannot straight away call it as a heat wave, but yes, there is a unprecedented rise in temperatures, with on an average across the region, the temperatures are about 5 degrees more than normal.
All right, thanks so much, Ratnadeep, for joining us with those details. So, heat wave being reported in several parts of the country. With that, time for us to slip into a short break. On the other side, we'll get you all the IPL news. Stay with us.